DC, here is Kamaru Usman back on the proving ground here tonight, and even dating to the Ultimate Fighter back in 2015. You got the sense pretty early on that we were looking at somebody special. He was able to cap it with the UFC championship. He's back on the horse here tonight.
He has this undying belief in himself. He believes that through hard work, all the results will show, and they have for Kamaru Usman. From the pace and pressure that he put on Dos Anjos to the pace and pressure he put on Woodley, he shows now, and in those fights, why he's one of the best fighters in the welterweight division.
And he's really coming into his own when it comes to his striking. Certainly he's had a lot of standard influences in his ear. Henry Hooft, of course, Greg Jones on the wrestling side. Kamaru Usman, as he put it way back in the day, is a real problem.
How is he so good?
Kamaru Usman, ready to make his statement here tonight. Well, it should be interesting to see how this fight plays out stylistically. On one side, we have as high-level a wrestler as we have seen cross into this division in some time. And I know you guys enjoyed talking wrestling in the fighter meeting. Is it your expectation he's going to try to take this fight down early?
Oh, John, he's going for a single leg right away.
Yeah.
It's his best takedown. He wants to take you down, and he wants to wear you out. He wants to go from position A to position B. Position A, take him down. Position B, on the ground, move to C, get to the mount. Try to find a way to dominate, and in between, suffocate him. Make him work at every single turn. This guy's tremendous. He is the embodiment of the fight style that so many of us use.
Well, as you know, every MMA round begins on the feet, but prevailing wisdom is this one could hit the canvas, and sooner rather than later. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Today's the birthday, by the way, of the UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman. If the Nigerian Nightmare is out there watching, happy birthday, champ.
Happy birthday, Kamaru. You know, for a while, we used to call you something different, but you've earned the right to be called by your birth name. Happy birthday, champ.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Big elbow there, lands. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, and they're really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
That guillotine is tight.
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
He's got to start throwing down. Now he's going full mount.
Usman's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Working out of the half guard here. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Muhammad's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, big elbow.
He's got to be careful here.
Muhammad's right back to the full mount here. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Belal Muhammad.
In the half guard.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Muhammad's got his back again.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Past the 2-minute mark in round 1. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be, oh, now he's gonna find himself in a little more danger.
Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out, and now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Good work from the top here by Belal Muhammad. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up, yes.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
30 seconds to go here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Usman getting pounded something fierce by these ground and pound hammer fists. He's got to find a way to score him out. Making all these shots count. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad.
Sit down for me, buddy. Good. Deep breath. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down for me. All right, you good? All right, listen to me.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
Great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
So what's that song? This is Major Tom to Ground Control. This fighter needs to change his nickname to Ground Control.
Oh, he's got to change it, man, because we have not seen this level of ground control in a very long time.
Right.
You got to think of some of the greatest fighters ever to go back and see people that are able to control their opponents in this way. How Khabib Nurmagomedov. Tony Ferguson's another guy that's fantastic on the top position. The vast majority of the best fighters in the world, when you start getting to the championship level, understand it, but only a few truly master it. Right. And this young man is one of those people.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. There it is, now he's going to mount.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Muhammad. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Usman.
And now he's inside control.
Muhammad's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Belal Muhammad. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
.90 seconds to go in round two. Muhammad's in half guard. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep... Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the outside.
Oh, he's out! All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. 1 minute now to go in round two. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Muhammad's in half guard now. Oh, looks as though that right eye might be starting to shut. Yes, it is.
On to the mount.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Muhammad.
Nice.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 15 seconds. Usman's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, another ground strike gets through. 10 minutes in the can. Heading back to the corner now. Muhammad's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice job to block the strike there, and then counters with an effective hook. So a nice sequence on the feet there by Kamaru Usman. Massive head kick. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut. And now, all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, nice jab by Usman. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
Usman's right back to the full mount. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for certain.
He's hurting.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Good work from the top here by Kamaru Usman.
Changing the position.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Getting him out here.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Oh, another blow hits right on that swollen area. He is in real trouble now. Referee may want to look for the doctor soon. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
He's got to be careful here.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Oh, right in the mouth. That was a slick transition.
Usman's back in full mount. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ground and pound strike there now.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Belal Muhammad.
This is a terrible position.
30 in the round.
Final 30 seconds of this third round. Muhammad's in half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Final seconds of round 3. Usman's back in full mount. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Muhammad's eye is wearing it, folks. Visible damage. Now looks like it might even be completely shut, so we'll see if the cut man can do anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the doctor stop this fight here between rounds. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity. Great punch. Oh, nice right hand.
Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Hammer fist here by Usman. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook. He's hurt. Serve him up. We'll get him.
Big right hand. And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Usman's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Two minutes now to go.
Nice transition.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
Oh.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Now the hammer fist here by Usman. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Kamaru Usman. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Oh, right to the mount. Oh, nice.
Usman ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Seconds to go in this one. Usman's right back to the full mount here. 20 seconds left.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Muhammad's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and the doctor's not gonna let you continue as a one-eyed fighter. You all can see the swelling around his eye. It is awesome, and I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in this fight. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Pretty good straight punch there by Usman. Back to the single. Great work here from the bottom fighter.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Usman's in half guard.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. This is where he wants to be.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Beautiful transition.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammad. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to, he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. Knee on belly.
Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Muhammad's right back to the full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Nicely done. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled punch.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
You gotta be kidding me. He's out. Muhammad's body really getting bruised up on that right side right now. Gotta figure out a way to lower the guard. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Grounded him and pounding him. Nice job. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Usman going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Usman's back in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up.
Use your hips to get
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Lands with the ground and pound. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. And they're all-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, so judges' scorecards are needed. They are rendered, and they go to Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by decision. I thought he fought pretty well tonight.
Well, I mean, we knew when his decision was going to be read, it was going to be Usman. He fought well. He did everything he needed to do in order to earn this victory. Congratulations to the Nigerian Nightmare and his entire team.
And, of course, most of his UFC fights have been of the championship variety, and this sets him up for a huge opportunity later this